The desert is silent in a way that feels intentional, not peaceful, watchful. The Dead Sea sits below the rest of the world, the lowest exposed point on Earth. Air feels heavier here, thicker. Sound dies quickly. Salt crusts the shoreline like bone. Nothing grows, nothing decays. Time behaves differently. In the cliffs above the water, caves open like wounds in the rock. Dark, narrow, unwelcoming. Places no one enters without reason. In 1947, a sound broke this silence. A stone hitting clay, a sharp crack, followed by nothing. Inside that cave, wrapped in linen and hidden in darkness for 2,000 years, something waited. Not treasure, not gold, words. Ancient texts sealed away while empires rose and collapsed above them. Texts that were never meant to be found by shepherds. Texts that rewrite what we thought we knew about history, authorship, and control. Because whoever hid these scrolls believed the world was about to change forever. The question is not what they hid, it's why they hid it at all, and what they were afraid would happen if these words were ever read again. The oldest Western references appear not as a single story, but as fragments. Hebrew texts, apocryphal writings, later echoed in Greek and Roman geography. They speak of Gog and Magog not as nations with borders, but as entities at the edge of the known world. Beyond cultivated land, beyond roads, beyond language. In the book of Ezekiel, Gog emerges as a force from the far north, not a king in the traditional sense, more like a convergence, a coalition of chaos. The language is cold, mechanical, strategic. Troops without number, movement like a storm cloud, an advance that feels less human, more inevitable. Later, Jewish traditions shift the focus. They describe a physical containment, a barrier erected by a powerful ruler, often associated with Alexander the Great in medieval manuscripts. This ruler reaches a mountain pass where the land narrows, two massive ranges press together, forming a natural choke point. Beyond it, the texts say, live tribes that consume everything: metal, wood, flesh. Even rumors of cannibalism appear, not as horror, but as logistics. So the solution is engineering. Iron sheets stacked like armor, molten copper poured to seal the seams, a wall fused, not assembled. This is not mythic language. It reads like a construction report. Greek historians later describe Caspian gates. Roman cartographers mark impassable northern barriers. Chinese records speak of Western tribes sealed beyond mountain corridors. Different cultures, same anxiety. Something dangerous, something numerous, something better left behind iron. The Quran introduces a figure known as Dhul Qarnayn, not named by lineage, not crowned by blood, defined by movement authority, and access. He travels west, then east, then between two mountains. The language slows here, details sharpen. Between the mountains, he encounters a people who can barely communicate. They point beyond the pass. They describe Gog and Magog as corruptors of the land. Not warriors, corruptors. They do not ask for conquest, they ask for containment. Dhul-Qarnayn does not build a wall of stone. He orders iron blocks stacked until the gap disappears. Then fire is applied. Then molten copper is poured over the iron. The text emphasizes materials, process, sequence. This is metallurgy. The result is not called a wall. It is called a barrier that cannot be scaled or breached. But the most unsettling line comes after. The barrier is temporary. Not weak, not flawed, just delayed. The text states that when a specific condition is met, the wall will collapse, not from attack, from timing. Modern scholars notice something else. The description matches early blast furnace techniques. Iron fused with copper creates corrosion resistance. A structure like that could survive centuries in a dry mountain pass. Geologists identify narrow passes in Central Asia, the Caucasus, the Altai, regions where iron deposits, copper, and ancient trade routes intersect. Satellite imagery shows linear anomalies buried under sediment, too straight to be natural, too eroded to date easily. No verse claims the wall vanished. It only says it will one day fail, which implies it still stands somewhere. Modern science dislikes unfinished stories. It prefers ruins you can carbon date, walls you can photograph, threats you can model. But history is full of structures that vanished without explanation. Cities swallowed by sand, roads erased by tectonics, knowledge lost not by catastrophe, but neglect. Gog and Magog persist not because of fear, but because of consistency. The same pattern across cultures, the same geography, the same solution, containment, not destruction. Ancient texts rarely agree on details, yet here they align on something uncomfortable. There are forces humanity did not defeat, only delayed. If the wall was never meant to last forever, if its failure is described as inevitable, not accidental, then the real mystery is not where the wall is. The real mystery is timing. What condition were the texts warning about? And if that condition is approaching, who decides when the gate opens?